Good day to all. Good day to all. This is Nurturing of Our Humanity. Another one of those Wednesday joints. Let me start with, first of all, my hardware upgrades. So this is my first live stream on my next gen computer, updated operating systems, all that good stuff. A little bit before the new year, a little bit before video 100, but I got to start getting used to this stuff anyway. I want to start this one with an honorable mention. So I want to start off with my bro at Jimpile2669. Really appreciate you, brother. I really do appreciate you. So he keyed in on one of the particular quotes I did on my last one, which was basically essential versus non-essential work or things. So that's where the cue of it was. And in those topics, I ran across AI thinly. And my buddy Jim Powell just make sure to let me know you need to dig a little deeper on that one. So this one is a digger deep on that, a deeper dig on that. And we're going to just talk about AI just a bit. I got quite a few notes and I'm going to go through them as briskly as I can. And I hope that if not in the live, I hope that whenever you do see this, if it sparks something in you, that you take the time to conversate about it and speak on it. And it might inspire another one. I have 6 more videos before I get to 100. Hopefully this will be 6 more Wednesdays in this year, and I'll make it to 100 in December at the Wednesday rate. Okay, but the quote that Jim cued in on was AI is the greed that capitalism has been craving. And I spoke on in the last one, so I'm not going to go very long on that, but truly my mindset is this. When it's about money and boards and, putting your company public and stuff like that, it's about making money. It's about making a profit. So when money is the sole goal, when it's about profit, when that is what it's truly about, it comes down to efficiencies and everything like that. So hate to say it and be this blatantly honest about it, but the truth is a lot of people don't have value or do not carry more value than artificial intelligence does or can provide for a company as an umbrella of information and things of that sort. So I believe that money, the system of money or finance, is going to ensure that AI takes hold and digs its roots in. Now, let me go a little further from there. I ended my last one. I ended my last video with a question. And that question was, do you know, can you see your value? Can you see the future and your value in it? Meaning where the future is going and whatever you think you're doing today that's providing value, can you see how you'll continue to be able to provide value in the future? That's a question to ask, something for you to wrestle with in your own personal time. But I think these are the type of questions we got to ask. How is AI going to come in and take employees away, but you're going to still be able to be the person that they need as a human contact to work with this to be more efficient and bring more value to the company if that's what you choose to do, not being an entrepreneur, but being an employee? How do you bring the most value and ensure that you continue to have employment? So that's the question that I asked at the end of the last one. And I just want to make sure that, I dug in enough to point out that, please think about that. And I want to say another thing here. This is on my honorable mention page here. I got a few things I wanted to make sure I spoke of. The name of this channel, Nurturing of Our Humanity, Nothing of that represents this artificial digital takeover that's literally about to happen. It's actually about uh, keeping your human fibers alive, celebrating the part of being human and unlimited and thought free and all that good stuff. That is really what it's about, nurturing of your humanity. Um, so, with that, let's still dive into what we're doing. So, the title of this video, the title of this one is AI Digital Evolution. Okay, who's fighting the inevitable? So, what I want to start with is a quick definition or a few words on what evolution is, and then we're going to roll that into digital, because a lot of times when we talk about evolution, we're talking about like humans turning from monkeys to this, or lizards going to alligators, whatever. We're talking about stuff like that, birds in the fish, or fish in the birds, or however it goes. Evolution like that. But this is moving much faster. This is digital, and it's really fast going. All right. So, evolution is the change of heritable traits of a population over generations. Well, maybe in that way, evolution is not the proper word for this, because this is not going to take generations. All this is happening in, I mean, like a decade, if that, right? So that is what we're literally walking off into. That's where we're going with this right now. So first, I want to speak to like the past and the present. Okay. First, we invented tools, shovels, hand tools, stuff like that. And as we evolved, or as had our intelligence increased, we made machines. We started using hydraulics and things like that. But anyway, we made machines that we operated. It required less people with tools because we had this monster machine with a operator, right? But we weren't putting ourselves completely out. Now, intelligence, we're actually creating intelligence that's threatening repetitious work, repetition. It's actually even threatening artistic work. It's threatening the ecology of attention, which is basically what people are fighting for to make money on social media. You want to make sure that people are bringing, that to it. I'm gonna get to the comments. I just have it moved over a little bit, okay? But I'm gonna get to it. I promise you, bro. I'm gonna answer it, whatever it is. But now we have this thing that is truly showing a lot of people that it's like, what is your value? So our value system is changing. Our values have been tied to what we are, what our titles are, what we do, really the labor market and what value we bring to it. I think we're coming to an interesting head where we're going to have to ask a bigger question. And I think that's where we're kind of getting to. So let me continue on with so social media birthed the influencer, the person that actually galvanizes and creates a following or has a following, and people follow them, right? Now AI is the rabbit hole, going down a rabbit hole of, so now what? Now, what does that mean? Instead of you just following somebody else, now you have all the tools of the world, all the intelligence, all the papers, the theses, everything is at your fingertip. So what question are you answering? What value are you going to bring? Like, it's a shame that so many people have lived their whole life buying into a system, playing the back seat, and never really having something to bring to the public, or to make the world a better place. Like, you've never sat and, like, a lot of us can be limited by questions that we ask and the people around us that aren't able to get, elevate to that level. Now we have tools and networks and information that's almost unlimited. I mean, the questions you can get answers to. Let me just share something here. This is one of my personal ones, but I'm just thinking that soon solar will evolve very highly, where these big old panels that we have, where you got 10, 15, 20 of them on a house, and it's barely creating enough power for the house to, work. Where I'm thinking we're going to have like one of those panels, and it's going to create way more power than a house once we get the system figured out. I heard there's a lot of systems of like proteins and things with cancer and stuff like that. That's just been too much work. It's been too many possibilities, theses that haven't been able to run their course. So we kind of have been like overwhelmed with trying to find some answers, and now these answers are starting to become a possibility. Some of them are actually coming to fruition. So what I'm saying is I'm challenging everybody again to, you have a channel, you can use your YouTube just to watch other people, but you can also use it to inspire and share. And I'm just, please, you guys, use, if you have some answers, put them out there. That's all I'm saying. All right. Um, this is an ugly truth, and I'm gonna get to my comment. You know what? Let me get to my comment first, and then I'll go to the last. I'll finish with the with the ugly truth. All right. D1. What's up, bro? What's up? Okay. Get with AI or get left behind. For example, I know a few people that don't know how to move around on a CPU, and I see what it's doing to them in the present times. Absolutely. What's your thoughts on micro learning AI? Micro learning. You might have to give me a little bit more context on the micro learning side of it, but I'm going to continue to build on that. And I'll just tell you, yeah, I mean, you know, right now, this is the best time in life to be arrogant and pompously arrogant about shit. You know why? Because anybody can get the answers. This isn't like a club where only certain people can get it. Everybody can get the same, plug into the same information highway and get information and come up with something amazing, and challenge the groups of circles that you're in to help you evolve this. Like, be in conversations with people that are uncomfortable and challenging, you know, at least how I see it. And you know, I don't know. The computer is one thing, and how we use it. But see, it's like these phones, it's like YouTube, it's like anything else. You can get it and go so many directions with it. You can get it and go backwards. You can get it and be counterproductive. You can do a lot of stuff with this, and it can do a lot of stuff with you as well. So I think what we have to do is almost meditate off of these applications in the peace of the morning and the quiet and the birds and all that, and then figure out how we want to introduce ourselves or dive into this, and make sure we don't lose our course as we're going into it, because things are coming at you from all kind of directions, and there's still influencers trying to gather followings and detour people and get biases going, and just there's still all the elements of confusion and stuff like that going on in the world. And you still have to be a strong person with a strong will, that's not a follower, that's going through this to get questions answered, that's asking questions and demanding of it, not just saying, where's it going to take me, where are we going here, but actually grabbing the steering wheel and driving this thing. Because this is a powerful time we're living in, and I just hope that you have a purpose that's more than just money. I hope you do. That's a okay way to focus stuff, but it's so much bigger than that. Right now, the system of money is under attack in so many ways. Our fiat currency is hurting. It's hemorrhaging right now, and I think that's what's bringing a lot of discomfort to society, because so many people, because we believed in the old systems, we bought into what was told and sold to us. So many of us believe that money was what it's about. And I think right now, the beautiful thing about these days is we're learning that it's not just about money. That money is, it's important, it's a tool, but it's not something to put your entire, all your eggs in the basket of. You got to have something bigger than that. And I think I'm going to give you my little outlook. I believe that AI is going to become the slave of us. What I mean by that is it's going to do all the hard labor, and a lot of people that have spent that are weaseling through the cracks, just trying to bring value, doing mundane things, putting stickers on stuff. Those jobs are out of here. That stuff is gone. You have to do something high level to actually have a value now. Just think about when we went through this pandemic and how many things we found out were non-essential. And the amount of money that those jobs paid, like, in other words, the value in monetary was small, but the value to importance of the entire the calm of the country was huge. So with that said, I think we just have to we have to re-put our rudder in the water and kind of re-find ourselves there. So let me come with my ugly truth, and I'm going to wrap this up because this is just one of these Wednesday live things, and I just really wanted to get comfortable and actually break in my new system and let it do a little bit of this work. So the truth is that most folks are in the way in a future where everyone has the power of unlimited information at their fingertips. So if I do another part, I'll probably start with that. But don't be scared of AI. AI is your bitch. AI is your servant. AI is your slave. You train it, you tell it what to search for, you're still in control. You're not on a ride you can't. It's not that. So be great, people. Be great. Okay? Don't waver in this. This is our will being imposed on something that we invented, that's actually just harnessing more information and putting it at our fingertips. If that's a threat to you, that means your comfort level or everything you were built on was the same bias that we were basically suppressed under, which was information being secluded from us. Now all the information is out. Governments can't hide it from us. Religions, you name it, everything. Or I'm not saying it's the truth, but lots of different opinions and different directions are available to us now. So with that, be in control of your destiny. All right. And we're going to go call that it for this Wednesday. All right. With that, this is my Wednesday live. This is G. Hope y'all digging the digs. And until next Wednesday, we out of here. Peace.